Slick rock road. This thing's pretty dangerous, but send it. Good morning, it's 2 a.m. Mountain Time, which means it's 4 a.m. Eastern Time for us. We flew into Salt Lake City, then Savannah just drove us 4 hours to Moab, Utah. We're about to get some sleep, and then we've got a pretty crazy adventure tomorrow, and a lot more to come. So, good night, see you in the morning. Good morning! About to head into Arches National Park. Show you a quick little tour of our hotel. Do you remember what it's called? Grand something Lodge? I don't know. River Canyon Lodge. We got 2 nice little beds, and then pretty sweet view.
Where are we?
Arches National Park.
Woo! Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh. Currently walking. What trail?
Devil's Garden.
How long is it? Do you even know?
4 to 5 hour hike. We're starting at 10:20. It's currently 85 degrees. Probably gonna get up to 100. We got the Camelback. First bit of shade we're walking through right now.
How long is it?
I just said 4 to 5.
8 miles. Never learns. Arch is this one.
What is it, landscape?
Pine Tree Arch.
Pine Tree Arch, you can... Say where we're at.
Landscape arch. The longest arch in the park.
Behind us is the final arch in our arch hike, we'll call it. We're at the very end of the trail, so we got to hike another 2 hours back, but we've been stopping at all these cool arches on the way. It's still really hot, but there's a little nice breeze and you can't beat the views. Where are we at?
Moab Diner.
Famous for their green chili sauce, supposedly the best green chili in Utah. Let's try it out. End off with a classic shake. Right behind me is Delicate Arch. We just hiked a very strenuous night hike to get up here. As you can see, the arch barely behind me. We're exhausted. We were supposed to be here at sunset, but there was a huge car crash, but we said we'd come up here anyways. It's really hard to tell from the video, but I'll insert a couple pictures here of what it looks like. Luckily, we were able to do some camera magic, long exposures, and we were actually able to get some cool shots, so it looks like it was in the day, thanks to that moon behind us as well. Now we're about to hike back in the dark. We got the headlamp. Man is ready. Great sunset here overall though. We're at Red Rock Bakery. You can check out this gigantic cinnamon roll we've got. We've got an awesome day of biking. Our legs are really sore. We didn't get much sleep, but the day goes on. Let's do it. Slick Rock Road. This thing's pretty dangerous, but send it. We're at the Bar M Loops, Moab, Utah. We've rented a couple mountain bikes. We're only about 20 minutes into this run and we're already extremely exhausted. We're on like the easy to intermediate loop too, and it's so hard. I mean, you'll see some of these trails from the GoPro action, but you hit some of these bumps and the rocks are just so close, but we've got an amazing view behind us. All these red rocks. There's no one out here, so it just kind of feels like we're out in the wilderness biking. We're going downhill on what they call the slick rock. We're only on an intermediate terrain and there's probably only about half of the drops that we can do. We've been getting out a couple times, just kind of walking our thing down, but this is absolutely crazy. It's so much fun. I mean, this is the terrain we're on. It's just a rock. That right there, 1.6 miles, 3% grade, technical slick rock, rockin' A, complete. That thing was intense, so much fun. How's it look? It's 102 degrees. We just had some great quesadillas, some Hawaiian ice. Just trying to cool down a bit from biking. Now we've got about an hour drive to Canyonlands and Dead Horse. We're going to see some great views. We have hiked to yet another arch, but this time we're in Canyonlands National Park. We got it right behind me, and we got some extreme canyons.
currently at the Grand Viewpoint in Canyonlands. And then before we were at the Green River Overlook and Mesa Arch. You see all the
We're right out in the middle of Hell's Revenge. Let me just show you this sexy beast we call the Kawasaki XRX 1000. We're out here on Hell's Revenge and we just came across some dinosaur tracks.
currently at Moab Brewery, eating the biggest pretzel about the size of my head and drinking some beer.
We've hiked for the second time up to Delicate Arch. This time we're gonna make the sunset. So we left Moab this morning and we're headed towards Torrey. It's about a 2.5 hour drive, and on our way through, driving through another national park, Captiol Reef. Here we are. So one of the famous things Captiol Reef is known for is these petroglyphs, which are right behind us up on the rocks. We'll show you a video of it zoomed in. But they're from about 300 CE. So we're in Grand Escalante National Monument. We're headed to what is known as a pretty secretive hike. We're supposedly going to be able to get down into these crevices of the canyons. A lot of people say it's claustrophobic, but in order to get there, we're driving about 5 hours total, a little detour, and we got this real bumpy, gravelly road we've been on, and we've got at least an hour on this road. We finally made it to the trailhead after driving for about 45 miles on a ridiculously dirt road, very sandy. We had to fly through some of the sand because we don't want to get stuck. It's 100 degrees out, but luckily there's a pretty good wind gust happening right now. We're literally walking in the middle of nowhere, no shade. You can just feel this dry heat, but we think we know where we're going. We're gonna see. "30 minutes into the hike, we just climbed up that entire thing, and we're still going down. We're already dreading coming back up." Starting the climb. We have made it to Peek-A-Boo Gulch. See good pictures, man. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Doing this one-handed, but back to the top. If you look all the way right there, that's one of the first gulches we went to. We went in all the way through, came back out all over here, walked back up, around, up all these mountains here. So we're standing outside our wagon, which is where we're staying tonight. This thing looks freaking awesome. It's a Conestoga wagon. We're also surrounded by a bunch of other wagons in this circle. Let's check out the room. It's time to pack up the wagon. We've got about an 8 to 10 hour drive. We're gonna head up to Yellowstone. We have made it to Yellowstone National Park. We're staying in a KOA right outside West Yellowstone. We've got a bare bones cabin behind us where all it has in it is just a bed. We had to provide the linens and everything. We're we're gonna throw together a little fire. We just went into town, did a little bit of shopping, ate at a pizza place. Now we're gonna try to get warm. It's gonna get to sub-30s tonight. And that's Hot Springs, Yellowstone National Park. Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. Had a great first full day of exploring Yellowstone. Now we're gonna start a fire, roast some marshmallows. We just had a delicious meal where I had a bison burger and I had some buffalo tacos. Good stuff. We're out here sitting in front of Old Faithful, eating some packed lunch, PB&Js, oranges, waiting for it to go off.
Enchanté.
Just leaving Yellowstone, headed to Grand Teton. We're getting our first look at the Grand Teton Mountains with the beautiful lake behind us, and there's tons of cool flowers.
We're hiking to Lee Lake.
Where are we at? We just finished hiking, probably about 6 miles, and we didn't even plan on hiking at all today. Now we're coming up to one of the most picturesque pictured barns in all of America. Bolton Barn. Made it to our final camping spot. We are in Snake River, just south of Jackson Hole. We're staying at KOA. We got a sweet little camping cabin set up behind us. I just threw together a fire. We're gonna make some s'mores, relax a bit, enjoy the night, and try to figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow. Just finished a great horsebacking ride. Now we're just driving, enjoying some of the beautiful views of the Grand Tetons and the Snake River.